In the opening episode of The Winter King, a British historical fiction series, we are transported back to 5th century Britain. This episode, titled The Banishment, sets the stage for a tale of conflict and intrigue. The story unfolds in a Britain torn apart by tribal wars. Adding to the tension is the divide between Christians and pagans. Our story revolves around Arthur, who finds himself ambushed near the White Horse Plains. Still grieving for his brother Mordred, he rushes back to Caer Codarn, the capital of Dumnonia, to inform the king. Upon arrival, Arthur's friend Owain advises him not to present his brother's body to the king. However, Arthur chooses to face his father's anger. King Uther is heartbroken over Mordred's death and blames Arthur for the ambush. He fears for the kingdom's future now that the legitimate heir is gone. A heated argument ensues, but Merlin, a mystical magician and a druid member, steps in to prevent tragedy. He persuades the king to spare Arthur's life but banishes him from the isle, declaring him an outcast. Before being sent away, Arthur and Owain share a final moment. Arthur implores Owain to help the king see reason and proposes a strategy to unite the kingdom against the Saxons. Arthur's journey takes him to a devastated fish settlement, where he rescues a young survivor and brings him to Avalon, a peaceful village created by Merlin. Merlin agrees to care for the young boy, now named Derfel, with the help of Nimue, a young female druid. Arthur and Merlin share a heartfelt farewell, and it's clear that Merlin played a significant role in Arthur's upbringing. 8 years pass, and Derfel grows into a fine young man. His heart belongs to Nimue, but destiny has other plans for her, as she is destined to become a powerful druid. Derfel has not forgotten Arthur, and eagerly awaits his return. One night, triggered by a vision of the Silurian mark, he recalls the night his family was attacked, likely by a Silurian warlord. The next day, Derfel joins Merlin and Nimue on a journey to the capital. There, they witness the birth of a new prince with a troubling vision that Merlin tries to share with the king. Unable to convince the king, Merlin departs, promising to bring Arthur back. He leaves Nimue in charge of his responsibilities, urging her to protect both pagans and Christians. Derfel chooses to stay in the capital and trains as a soldier, leaving Nimue saddened. He embarks on a path of self-improvement. One night, Owain discovers Derfel and offers to train him. However, their peace is disrupted when King Gunlius of Siluria arrives at Caer Codarn, seeking an audience with the king. This encounter reveals shocking secrets. This episode sets the stage for an epic journey filled with drama and mystery in The Winter King. This recap guides you through the thrilling first episode of The Winter King, where conflicts and mysteries begin to unravel. The first episode of The Winter King kicks off with a bang. It introduces us to the characters and promises an exciting journey. It's like meeting old friends again. We're curious about how Merlin will convince Arthur to return to Dumnonia. Arthur seems to have thrived since his banishment, becoming a formidable war king and leader. Away from his father's influence, he's come into his own. The focus on Merlin's role in Arthur's life is intriguing. It seems the banishment was a way to toughen up Arthur, and it worked. Now, he's a strong leader with his own army. And what's King Uther planning? He's quite cunning, using one enemy against another. It's a smart move, but will it succeed? But what's really got us thinking is King Uther's strategy. Sending King Gunlius after his uncle is a clever move, and we're eager to see how it all unfolds. Overall, this episode promises a lot of excitement and surprises in the episodes to come. The stage is set, and we're ready for the drama to unfold.